G'day, I'm David from Ideasmen, and I've had a question from Leanne from Expert Accelerator, and she's asked me how she can put her meditation podcasts up online, up onto Facebook, so that she can share it with friends. And what she's sent through is a link to some MP3 files and this document. So there's the title of the podcast, an image that she likes, and some information that she likes. So go through a technique I would use just to do this quickly and easily. I'd start off with just an easy meme generator. This is one of them. It's by imageflip.com, and basically with this tool it gives you the ability to pick images, and we'll go with this image here so that we can make a nice image and headline for the Facebook post. So I might just create text for my own link on Facebook, and this is going to be about promoted posts, but of course you might have something like week 1 meditation podcast, but this will be promoted posts, and we might just change the size of that. We'll go with about 40, and we might just put who it is. It's Facebook. I'll probably do facebook.com/99techguru, and sorry about noise in the background. There's a plane flying overhead at the moment, and you can change fonts and stuff of individual areas if you wanted to. I won't. I'll just leave it the way it is. So we'll just go generate, and I'll just right click on it and go save as image. I've renamed it and dropped it into a folder somewhere. Now the next thing you do is go over to your Facebook fan page, and from here you obviously have the ability to post whatever you like. So we'll select the image that we want to post, click upload, select the image you want to upload, so we'll do that. It's just going up, and now we can go over and put in whatever text we want. So I would suggest that when you do this, you put in a title about the test, so something along the lines of, in your case, week 1 podcast, we'll call it the meditation podcast. I'll go and change that in a moment. Insert the information about that particular podcast, but then I would follow it up with any other previous podcast. So let's say this was week 5, and we got that. You can then go and clone a previous week's, but in this case I'll type it in manually. And we'll say, so we got week 4, and the week 4 podcast could be how to do whatever, and I'll also insert week 3, so we'll put that. And then all we need to include with each of these additional weeks is a URL or a link to the MP3 file. Now we'll start off with the link to this is meditation podcast. I'll find the link that you've given me. Now the link you've given me, it's straight out of Dropbox, quite horrible. There's not much we can do about that, and if we were to go there it would present this page, but really what we need is actually below this download button, and that goes to the actual MP3 or MP4 or whatever it is. So we'll just right click on that, copy link address, and that's exactly what we want to put into our Facebook page. So we'll just move down here. We've got our description of our podcast. Obviously previous weeks will be here, but if we just insert this right there, now that's very, very horrible. So that's now something someone can link to, and of course other weeks can be just listed one after another. They'd obviously be, each URL would be a little different. Now we will hit save, but 2 things to note. I'm going to copy the title that we want here. We're going to want that in a moment. Hit post. So now we have our podcast or picture and text and all that sort of stuff available. People can come over here, click on this link, and they can download the audio file. It's just going down right there. But let's see what else we can do with this. So the first thing we should do is go and click on this little arrow here. We can pin it to the top. So what that now means is that you can go and add new posts like I've got heaps of posts, and every day I might add a new post, but you can leave your weekly podcast right at the top. So at the moment, if I was to add a new post, the good thing is that the promoted post with week 5 meditation podcast and a link for people to download it, plus information about what the podcast is, plus links to any previous week podcasts, are all at the very top of your fan page. Now, all you got to do if you were to add in, say, week 6, is maybe copy all the information here and just change the top section so that it has your new podcast in it. Now, I think while we're at it, I might just go and shorten these URLs, and I'll show you how you do that. So we just go over to a program called bitly.com. So Bitly is this simple tool. You put in your really long URL that you'd like to shorten into this top area here. So we'll come over, right click on download, copy link address, come back and we'll paste that in. And what happens is, as soon as we paste that in, we see that the URL we'd like to shorten, and we'll see what it currently is. So currently it's jump.j.mp. That's a valid domain name with this odd looking short code after it. So if it was for my company, it might be something like 99techguru-podcast1. Enter, and it's there, and we can hit copy, and then that becomes a valid URL which we could go to, and so we go to it and it's going to download the MP3 file with this short name. We can then just go back to the post, go to edit, which is there, and we can go and change this URL here to say jump/99techguru podcast 1 or whatever it was. And so suddenly we get nice links, we got our description, and then hopefully we have nice links down the bottom. And so I've just gone and manually changed this, so we got jump to 99 Tech Guru podcast 4, and that would be the description, and jump to 99 Tech Guru podcast 3 and podcast 5, which is obviously the one that we're doing today. So for Leanne, I would find that this is probably a very simple way. I might just modify. I'm just going to put the HTTP in front so that Facebook recognizes that this is a URL, and it should become clickable. We'll just go done editing. And it does. It says it as a clickable link, as are each of the podcasts below. That way you can have a promoted post that sits at the top of your Facebook feed, and it can have links to all your podcasts in a very simple manner. Anyway, I'm David from Ideasmen. Get in contact with me at Facebook 99 Tech Guru.